Hey now, Judi Moolten, Grateful Mindset Properties Realty Radio host, broker in charge of Grateful Mindset Properties, buyer coach, and certified seller expert in Western North Carolina and beyond. Coming to you live from 107.7 FM, AM 1450, and online at Grateful Mindset Properties. Today's show is sponsored by Grateful Mindset Properties, where we strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Today's show is going to be different. Now, the reason that it's going to be different is in Western North Carolina and Tennessee and places throughout the United States. Many of you are aware of Hurricane Helene. We have just suffered a tremendous amount of devastation in this area. And so I'd like to talk about some of the ongoing needs here in Western North Carolina. So right now, we have a list, and that changes minute by minute, hour by hour. By the time you listen to this show, whether you're listening to it live Saturday morning, or you're listening to it on a replay at gratefulmindsetproperties.com, Spotify or Apple, Facebook, wherever you find us. Please know that you can reach out to me directly at 828-290-0940. Again, that number is 828-290-0940. Please reach out for any reason or no reason. So some of the vast needs that we have right now, again, ongoing. So in the Asheville metro area, there are many areas that are closed to the public for visitors. And the reason why is because crews have been working tirelessly around the clock, whether it's the tree guys, whether it's the bridge guys, whatever they are, the police, the firefighters, the community centers, the churches, neighbor to neighbor, street to street, wellness checks, whatever it is, we've all come together, and we're stronger together than we are apart. But that being said, miscommunication has been tremendous. We have been without power, cell service. We are on temporary cell service right now. One of the cell towers in the region was taken down, and many of us are having trouble communicating. We have a delay in response and delivery that communication. Us personally at Grateful Mindset Properties we've been without power, internet, and limited cell service. Thankfully, we have a small generator where we were able to boil water. We've just recently come off a ban of using water or the boiled water ban. So all of these things are of tremendous need. Water supply. Right now, Buncombe County doesn't have water, and it's reported that it may be weeks, possibly 8 or more, that they'll be without water. So one of the things we're seeing is we've been asked to not drive on roads that are currently in use so crews can get through, because the more drivers that are on the road, it affects the erosion of the roads that we currently have. And we don't have access to some of those smaller roads because the bridges have been taken out in many places. We have an influx of supplies right now in terms of water bottles and food supplies, but we need ready-made meals. We need, easy to access meals. We need tarps for roofs and tents and socks and boots and generators and gas cans and power supplies, oil for the generators. Think camping, think long-term. Those are the ongoing resources that we need. And I want to say I'd like to shout out to some of the people that I've been working with, that aren't here, but they've been communicating with me through text, because we've had limited access to being able to make calls on the phone. Thankfully, we're at the radio station and have power and internet here. But Katie Mae Jones used to live here in North Carolina, and she's been providing me with some lists of resources that are needed. Didi Uni Rodriguez here in Maryland, she's been providing me with some resources, and also Nicole File, she is the senior editor at CNN, and she's been connecting the dots, really helping me connect with people and bringing resources to the area and working on getting resources and when and how quickly. And some of the long-term needs, more than just the initial 24, 48, 72 hours, beyond a week, beyond 2 weeks, as it's getting colder here. I'm in Henderson County, and we're open on a limited basis, but some of those other counties, they're not open. And they're not open to the public for many of the reasons I've already mentioned. So I'd like to read some of the lists of ongoing needs that have been provided, and some of the locations to those. So please bear with me as I pull this open, because again, this is an ongoing minute by minute, hour stuff changes. But as of today, all the needs in the Asheville and surrounding areas, and again, ongoing, volunteering, updates and tips. So the Operation Airdrop has shut down, all fixed wing operations. Register of Deeds is no longer needing volunteers. Beloved of Asheville does not need hikers. Asheville Angels no longer needs volunteers. All Day Darling is no longer accepting donations or doing hot meals. If you're a food truck looking to distribute meals, so if anyone listening, you're a food truck looking to distribute meals, contact Sweeten Creek Antiques to park at their supply center. Again, contact Sweeten Creek Antiques to park at their supply center. Call 828-277-6100 for more details. Call 828-277-6100 if you're a food truck. Specialized help. If you have big resources, large generators, helicopters, bulk supplies that you can transport to the Asheville metro area, please email hello@travelguidesasheville.com. Again, that's hello@travelguidesasheville.com. Please do not travel to a supply drop or volunteer site unless you are positive that there is a safe route and you have enough gas. And if there is contact info, make contacts before heading out. A resource for you, though, for those of you that have access to internet, for those of you that have access to cell service, whether you're in state or out of state, please Google local firefighters. Go to any local firehouse, Henderson County, Mountain Home, Buncombe County, Transylvania, Madison County, terribly hit. The list goes on. Green Mountain, the Green Mountain Hub. So you can contact police stations, firehouses, community centers, local churches. That's where a lot of the local supplies are being dropped off, and then distributed by ATV or by an aircraft. So bring what you need for the day, if you're coming here for the day, for the week, whatever time you're going to be here, water, lunch, your own shelter, however you're planning to stay, because a lot of the hotels have been taken up. FEMA has provided a resource where people can stay. Also a shout out to FEMA, besides the local Duke and so on, local police, firefighters that have been, again, working tirelessly around the clock, tree services. Anyone says that our local government has not been helping, they've been nonstop. And again, neighbors, nonstop. So if you're going to be here, you're coming, you're in state or out of state, please be prepared to manage your own needs. Many areas are toxic. Wear protective gear, gloves, boots, long sleeves, masks. Anyone trying to go to hot springs to help, please be advised it is very dangerous. Hot springs, Max Patch, Madison County is very dangerous, toxic. So it's very remote. There's no power. A lot of our national forests, our parks are closed because of mudslides, again, and also the dirt and dust being toxic, and there's no gas. Please coordinate with local crews, local utilities, local firefighters, local police, local community centers, local churches, to direct your donations. You can also call me, because I've been spearheading and organizing too, so you can call or text me at 828-290-094, and I will help direct you what's needed minute by minute, hour by hour. Please pivot general donations to include heavy-duty blankets, heavy-duty sleeping bags, air-activated hand and foot warmers, cold weather clothes for adults, children, and babies. Again, cold weather clothes for adults, children, and babies. PPE equipment, gloves, masks, boots, chemical-resistant suits and gloves, respirators, etc. Anyone in the Swannanoa area, bring your own food, your waters, your personal, your backpacks, your waterproof boots, respiratory gear, good working gloves. People without masks are getting sick. Come prepared to do dirty work. Have your own chainsaws, your own way of operating them. Know how to operate them. Think on your feet. Problem solve. We need organizers, leaders, as well as the worker bees. People that are capable of doing many jobs. Be prepared for potential unorganized operations and be ready to think on your feet and handle and be able to work with it. If you're suffering from traumatic stress, there's many mental health, behavioral health coordinators that are offering free services. I'll get to those in a moment. But we are doing the best that we can with what we have available, working together day by day, minute by minute, street by street. Sharing a hot stove, a healthy meal is so helpful. Bring 5-gallon water jugs with water, a ham radio if you can get one. A building marked with an X means a building is condemned. A yellow X means the house was cleared and now needs help. Bring a music speaker for happy energy. Be proactive, not reactive. Very important to, again, think on your feet. Again, building marked with an X means a building is condemned. Roads marked with an X means they are not passable. They have not been cleared. Yellow means that the house was cleared and now needs your help. Okay, so pay attention to that. The Beloved of Asheville needs volunteers early in the morning as well as 5 to 10 p.m. So think 6 to 10 a.m., 5 to 10 p.m. is the best time to relieve volunteers. Help in the warehouse, just show up. Bring headlamps. Upcoming, Copper Crown of Asheville will begin working with WIC to deliver meals next week, and we'll need volunteers to deliver those meals. All Hands, another volunteer center, All Hands and Hearts, a non-profit doing free cleanup. Again, debris. We need help cleaning up debris, helping remove the trash, hence why we don't want more water bottles. We want less trash. Anything that can be compostable, burnable, easily managed and destroyed. Looking for volunteers every day that are willing and able to move debris, get wet, in Buncombe County and in Henderson County. In Buncombe and Henderson, please call 828-712-692 to sign up. Again, that's 828-712-692 to sign up. Meet at a home base in Arden, and then you go from there. Also volunteer. Trout Lily, volunteer meetings every day at 11 a.m. Bilingual volunteers are needed at Poder. Now, this is really important. Volunteers that are bilingual, please call 828-515-1405 to check in and ask what's needed. Bilingual volunteers, please call 828-515-1405 to volunteer and provide what's needed. Asheville Dream Center and Revolve Church needs volunteers. Bring your trucks, your small utility vehicles, not your large trucks, but your small to medium-sized trucks and pull trailers that can carry large to small to medium-sized generators and equipment, as well as water supplies and PEX piping, any size PEX piping you can get to help connect water so that we can bring water in the interim as well as long-term while bridges and roads are being redeveloped. Volunteer at Hearts with Hands needs volunteers. You can sign up at heartswithhands.org. Again, that's Hearts with Hands, Hearts plural, with hands.org. You can donate supplies at the Grant Center at 285 Living Street in Asheville between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Again, that's Grant Center, 285 Livingston Street, Asheville, 10 a.m. to 4. You can donate supplies at Metro Wine, Charlotte Street. They're accepting donations, and medical supplies, another necessity. Think about what's been displaced, a lot of the ground animals, a lot of the bugs, the bees, etc. So EpiPens, the bug sprays, anything to deal with that, gloves to protect you, not only things for your face, but your hands, long sleeve pants, long sleeve shirts, so that you're less likely to be stung. Do not wear perfume, do not wear anything scented, try to remain scent free to not attract any of these animals, because people are really suffering from that as well. Volunteer at the ABCCM warehouse is available or needed Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We need volunteers to unload trucks, to sort donations. This is true of almost every church, every police station, every community center, and every firehouse. People to volunteer. Again, you can Google any county and find a fire station, a church, and a community center, and they need relief workers to come in and sort supplies and pass out donations. That is true in every county. Volunteers are needed at the United Way of Asheville. Buncombe and the city of Asheville has many opportunities. See again, handsonasheville.org. And again, that's handsonasheville.org, another site for the city of Asheville and the metro area. As well as 828 Strong, again, that's 828 STRONG needs volunteers. Text response to 282-282 to register to volunteer. Volunteer 828 Strong needs volunteers. Text response to 282-282 to register to volunteer. Givens Estates is seeking volunteers to ensure resident safety and well-being. If you're available to volunteer to some of the elderly communities, contact them at 828-274-4800. Silverado and Black Mountain, they need volunteers to sort through supplies and to conduct search and rescue. Black Mountain, Silverado, look them up. They need people to conduct search and rescues. You must have a truck. You must have an ATV or a four-wheel drive. Any vehicle that can make it up the blocked roads. Check their Facebook for hours and location. Check Silverado, Facebook, and Black Mountain. Volunteers are needed at the Mother Earth Foods. They're delivering food. They need 20 volunteers at least a day with meal prep and cleaning. Call or text 828-778-0023. World Central Kitchen needs volunteers. I can keep going on. I mean, there's so many. 202, you can sign up in person or over the phone at 202-880-6138. Please, if you're listening to this, you can reach out to 828-290-0940, and I can keep going and telling you the supplies, the lists, batteries, generators, long candles that last a long time, extension cords. They need treatment for animals, flea and tick medicine. Lots and lots of that are needed for people and animals. Again, please contact me for any reason or no reason, 828-290-0940, Judi Moolten, GratefulMindsetProperties.com. I'd like to spend just a couple minutes talking about real estate because this is something of value as well to my local listeners, people who listen to this week to week. Who listening to us online on repeat and so on. Been asked, what's going to happen with the market? I've been asked, clients have been contacting me, what areas are safe to travel to. Well, right now, Henderson County is open on a limited basis. You can come here, but I would ask that you wait a couple weeks, or you text or call me because it will vary by street. I can tell you that all my listings, if you go to GratefulMindsetProperties.com, they have reported that they are available to be seen. They have not been damaged by the storm. They were some of the lucky few. 505 King Crest in Flat Rock, North Carolina. 19 Lynn Garden in Swannanoa is safe and accessible, has power. They all have power. 3501 Mountaintop Way and 3503 Mountaintop Way in Hendersonville, North Carolina, again, have power and are accessible. So what's going to happen with the market? Before this happened, and I know people are focused on Helene and Moolten right now, because I've got many folks that were planning on coming here. They've canceled because of what happened here with Helene, but now we've got Moolten as a top of mind experience, in terms of what's going to happen next. Right now, we're all working together, coming together, again, street to street, community to community, state to state, to help each other. And so that's really important. So what's going to happen? Before this all occurred, we were seeing more of a buyer's market. We were seeing days on market being longer. I can tell you right now on the MLS, we've got little to no activity. What all the focus is on the people that are in need. We are in a no travel ban unless it's an emergency, to get food. We are in a curfew between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. It's pretty, quiet at night, especially, other than the planes and the helicopters traveling by. So besides donations, there's just limited activity. We've got only 2 new properties on the market right now, 2 coming soon within, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee. We've had a few price decreases. We've had some back on market. We've had a few new listings. So what's going to happen? It's more of a buyer's market for sure. Not only inflation, interest rates, and the economy, but just the devastation of what just happened. So we suspect that when all this starts to, the roads start to connect again, and the bridges are open, and we are open throughout the whole Western North Carolina region for business, that we need your business. We want you here. So please remember that. How do you help us? Come and visit when the roads are open. So, that's going to be important. But also, you can see properties online. We can show you properties remotely. That will be really important initially. And, it'll be more of a buyer's market for sure. So again, more balanced, more buyer's market. And that was predicted even before this happened. So January 2025, that was what we were aiming towards and seeing. Normally, the first couple of weeks of October are the busiest time in the housing market in Western North Carolina. Right now, it's one of the slowest times, and it's because of what we're dealing with. I'm grateful to be able to share all this with you all. I'm grateful to be able to help with the organization of donations and supplies, and to lead people in the direction they need to go, whether it's the economy, whether it's real estate, or whether it's resources. And some of those mental health resources that I mentioned, you can find those online on my Facebook page at Judi Moolten, and my last name is spelled Moolten. I keep updating daily. Judi Verful, Verveful, Moolten. You can find me on Facebook, and I constantly update it so you can see all of those resources. Not only food and shelter, but also mental health, as this traumatic stress, may be ongoing for a while for some people, or just an unhealthy stress that's occurring. Please reach out. Again, thank you for listening. I appreciate all of you and the community that is this strong, that has kept us safe and together. And I've seen us stronger than after COVID, just by just listening to the people that need that. And I'm grateful. Thank you.